匈牙利喺啱啱過去嘅星期日舉行國會大選，親歐盟嘅反對派獲得壓倒性勝利，終結現任總理歐爾班16年嘅長期統治。選舉嘅結果堪稱歷史重要轉折點，顯示匈牙利再度靠攏歐盟同埋北約。但係究竟對於歐洲嘅地緣政治同埋加拿大嘅國策方向會有啲咩影響呢？喺今晚嘅政論縱橫，我哋請嚟專家學者為大家分析。即使係威權管治下16年，匈牙利人仍然捉住機會透過選舉推翻親民盟黨歐爾班政權。有學者話，無論從外交、內政同援助烏克蘭等方面，預期都有正面影響。新政府親歐盟嘅外交政策有助內政建設同西方國家價值觀相近嘅政權。
Hungary will try to change its domestic policy away from the corruption the country has suffered over the past decade and more towards European integration, which has both financial benefits but also benefits in strengthening civil society and the political system.
Florian Gassner 話：新政府日後成為歐盟積極嘅成員，有助加快匈牙利同加拿大建立貿易關係。因為加拿大嘅外交同貿易朝向同歐洲接軌同埋融合，親歐盟嘅匈牙利亦都會成為加拿大建立多邊貿易關係嘅對象之一。
Hopefully this new election will turn to a rollback of corruption in Hungary, which will make it more attractive for trade partnerships, for defense initiatives, and in the long-term integration into the European order and into the Canadian-European partnership.
預期新政府會放棄舊政府極力阻撓歐盟支援烏克蘭嘅立場。喺舊年，歐盟計劃提供900億歐元幫助烏克蘭取得穩定嘅財政來源。
This election in Hungary really has massive ramifications, especially for Europe's support for Ukraine in its war of defense against Russia.Because to continue funding not just the Ukrainian war effort, but also the Ukrainian state.
亦都有學者指出，蒂薩黨黨魁馬扎爾長期係親民盟成員，但係喺2年前出走加入蒂薩黨，可以話係嚟自體制中，不宜過度解讀選舉結果同埋日後政策，仍然要觀察佢上任之後會對外交內政作出幾大幅度嘅改革。
Given that this is seen as kind of a triumph of democracy,getting rid of an individual who essentially ran on kind of populist, nationalist kind of sentiment. This is seen as a positive development by both Canada and the EU in terms of basically potential cooperation with Hungary going into the future.
雖然匈牙利對能源嘅需求好大，但係加拿大要長時間建立配套設施先可以提供。話雖如此，匈牙利嘅親歐盟立場同相近嘅價值觀，間接令到加拿大更加能夠同歐盟各國推展多元貿易同埋多邊外交。
One of the kind of key principles of the EU is that for much of their policies, they require unanimity, where essentially everybody ends up agreeing to the policies. With Viktor Orban, he was constantly trying to end up blocking this unanimity in order to pursue his own policies. With a more kind of practical and a more reasonable government in Hungary, it should make operations with the EU significantly easier.
匈牙利今次大選嘅投票率創下新高，接近80%，顯示選民求變深切，對國家嘅未來發展方向作出咗選擇。好啦，今晚嘅政論縱橫就講到呢一度。